everyone. Sorry for a little behind-the-scenes shenanigans with my dad, aka the tech guy. Yeah, this is Panda Hat, and here I am to resurrect a video I did a long time ago featuring the voice actor Frank Welker, where I'm going to do blogs of voice actors, not just here in the US, but possibly in Japan. But for now, let's start with English. Today, the one I am going to be looking at is Yong Bosch. And that name may sound very familiar, but for those who don't, I am going to be looking at roles that he has done over the years. Now, I have a video up, and the video I have right in front of me is the character of Leo Fanta from the film Promare.
We're human beings
Now,
just like you.
for those who have
We
seen
don't eat, we
Promare,
die.
it's a film done by Studio Trigger, the same company that did such classics like Kill la Kill and Gurren Lagann. Why did I blank for a second? Now, I've seen this film with my husband. I saw the dub of it, and it's really, really good. For some reason, when it comes to characters that are vengeful and angry, he just seems to do it very well. Now, alright, let's just gonna click on the video, and I'm going to see what other characters that he
That
has
is
done.
correct! She's Sailor V, known as the Guardian of Justice. But her true identity is the pretty guardian, Sailor
The next character that this video brings up is the dub voice of Artemis from Sailor Moon. Now, obviously, in the very first dub, Artemis was voiced by someone else. I do not know, but if the name pops up, I will cover a video of them one day, and this one makes me laugh a little because the dub voice of Luna is Michelle Ruff, and the reason why I laugh at that is because Bosch and her were in Bleach, and she played Rukia. So for those who like the ship of Ichigo and Rukia, just watch this show and their banter. He literally does the same voice he does as Ichigo. So whenever the two of them are bantering, it is hysterical. I bust a gut laughing. Let's see.
No, actually. I'm not interested in climbing it. But I beg you, please grant me your strength so that I may see Rachel one more time.
Yes. The next one is 25th Bomb from the anime adaptation of Tower of God. Now, I have not seen the dub of this, but he's done characters like this before with, oh lord, I can't remember the name, but the main lead in Ruka 7, where he does a voice in a higher pitch, and that's what he does for Bomb here, from what I'm hearing. So this is back when the character was very, very naive, and oh my gosh, this makes me want a continuation of Tower of God, because how the story is, he would absolutely nail it for the character's transformation in the later chapters. For those who've read Tower of God, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, good job on him on this one.
Are you saying you're gonna make that weak and hurt Charmander battle even more? You should take it to the Pokemon Center first.
This next one, I didn't know this, is he did the dub voice for Brock in Pokemon Origins. Now, for those who don't know, Origins is essentially an anime series. I think it's a bunch of videos of more of an adaptation of the original Pokemon video game, not the one with Ash Ketchum. So, considering how Brock is vastly different in the original games as compared to the original Pokemon anime, yeah, like, wise mentor roles is another thing he does very well, so yeah, I dig it.
Who are you? Why are you toying with people's emotions like this? Lapras isn't a tool. If you want to fight, then come out and
Alright,
fight.
the next role is Yu Narukami, the main protagonist of Persona 4. I don't need to explain much on this one. Like, Ichigo, Lelouch, he had Vash, which was his very first role. He has like a really good protagonist voice because it sounds believable. You buy his performance, and especially when it comes to the very emotional parts.
Oh, I get it. You're still playing detective. Okay. Say I am the culprit.
What did you come here to do? Convince me to turn myself in?
Ah, and this is another fun one. Another performance in Persona 4, the Toru Adachi. Now, I haven't seen much of the Persona 4 animation. I have seen clips, and literally, it's you and Adachi in the same scene, and when I watch it, I'm just like, this is basically Ichigo and Hollow Ichigo talking, because the voice he does as Adachi is kind of what he does as Hollow Ichigo, minus the vocal effect, so, like, devious characters, he does also very well. Izaya Orihara being another character, which is one of my personal favorites of his, but, yeah, sneaky, up to no good, that's Adachi in a nutshell. Well, yes, because of a certain scandal that happened at Funimation, those who've been on the internet world know what I'm talking about. He is now the voice of Broly, which is in Dragon Ball Legends and Dragon Ball FighterZ, which basically any Dragon Ball is basically crap tons of fighting, so yeah, he can deliver that perfectly.
Playtime is over. I finally found it.
Oh, this is a fun one. The voice of Nine from the My Hero Academia Heroes Rising movie. I've only seen the sub of this, but again, villains, Bosch does very well, especially the ones that are very calm and methodical. The voice he does for that, if done right and depending on the character, it can be very, very chilling.
Quite simple. She's turned because her wounds were exposed to demon blood.
Ah,
That's how the man-eating
Ginyu
monsters multiply.
Tomioka from Demon Slayer, of the first of the Hashiras that our main character Tanjiro meets, the one that has the water breathing style. Yeah, first meet him, very cold, very logical, but later on, as the series progresses, he starts to open up more. A good character to introduce the Hashiras in the series in general.
What's wrong? Why not shoot? Your opponent is just a schoolboy. Or have you finally realized? The only ones who should kill are those
I'm
who
going
are
to talk about
prepared
this
to
one
be
for a
killed.
while. This next one, Lelouch v. Britannia from Code Geass. Those who have seen Code Geass know that this is a masterclass of an anime. The whole thing is written like something out of a Greek tragedy or something out of Shakespeare. The entire character, it's like Macbeth and Light Yagami put together, but done spectacularly well. The speeches this character gives, Yong Bosch delivers it with such ham and gravitas that it pulls you in. And on the moments when Lelouch is vulnerable and heartbroken, angry, he delivers. And honestly, it's my favorite role he's ever done, even more so than the first role I was introduced to him of Ichigo Kurosaki from Bleach. Let's listen.
They say there's no such place as paradise. Even if you search to the ends of the earth, there's nothing there.
Here's another classic one. The voice of Kiba from Wolf's Rain. Another classic that I've heard about, which I want to watch so bad. But, lazy me, I like watching repeats of my favorites. But one day, I will brave this masterclass as well.
Haru, that's a load of crap! You're not fine and you know it! That's why they're all worried! Nagisa and Rain, and me too! Why don't you understand that we love you? You're important to every single one of us!
I have not watched Free. Here he did the voice of Makoto Tachibana. For those who have watched Free, I don't know much about the character, but just from hearing a little clip of it, he sounds like a lot of fun.
So, you thought getting in range would help? Nope, sorry, you're wrong. Why don't you try again?
Oh, this is a fun one. Ryo Inaba from Kengan Ashura. For those who don't remember, he was the fighter with the very, very long hair. To put it simply, he looks like a male version of the ghost girl from The Ring. You know, that sort of thing. And for those who've seen Ashura, it's basically like a fighting game with the way how some of these characters fight. And honestly, Inaba fits that to a T. I mean, the guy fights with his hair that's to his feet. If that's not more fighting game, I don't know what is. So, more on the creepy end of this one, but he's really good here.
Looks like this won't be a total waste of time after all. Hey, jackass! Did your mother ever teach you it's not nice
Here's
to
another
steal?
one people may recognize, the voice of Nero from Devil May Cry 4 and 5. I know many people are going to lambaste me against this. I've not played 4 or 5. My lazy butt likes comfort games, but I would like to play these one day. From clips I've seen of 4, it's basically him doing Ichigo from Bleach, which is very funny considering how Kyrie, his love interest, is voiced by Stephanie Sheh. So whenever the two of them have interactions, it's basically that ship come to life in another game. Now, from what I've seen in 5, is more up my alley. You know, Nero's more confident in his skills and his abilities. He's not trying to feel like he's mimicking Dante or anybody else, so I love him more in 5 than he did in 4, but to start out his proper character development, I would play 4.
Stop by any time. Don't hold my bro Scroops against us. He's a bit slow.
Oh my, let's see. Yang from Super Street Fighter 4 and Ultra Street Fighter 4. Now, I have not played Street Fighter. Yes, I know, woe is me, but again, it's basically his voice he does as Ichigo. Like, basically for characters that are like confident and or over cocky, sometimes the two marry, he tends to lean on his voice as Ichigo, which again, it's not a bad fit, but if you've watched anime as long as I have, you'll pick up it's him right away.
Gotta beat you, old man! I mean, dinner's at stake! Oh man, I so don't like that sword!
The voice of Sheba from Soul Calibur 5. Not gonna lie, it took me a while to realize this was him because I had never heard him in this type of register before, but just man, Soul Calibur 5. I was so happy about this. I waited every day until it came out. And long story short, it's disappointing to say the least. I mean, the concept of characters like Sheba and the others, they're like the next generation of some of the cast, so his playstyle is a mimic of another playstyle, and literally his whole gimmick is him being hungry and overly happy. And I'm just like, okay, is he supposed to be like the Monkey King from Journey to the West? Because, I don't know. I wish they added more to Sheba because he seems so much like a fun character. And as you see, it shows.
Yes! We've done it! We've taken them down by ourselves! Now, let's get back to camp.
Ah, didn't know about this one. Xian Bao from Dynasty Warriors 8. Now, I'm rusty on my Dynasty Warriors characters because the cast is huge, depending on which kingdom you choose. So, let's see. The next role he does, Kei Nagagi from Aijin Demi-Human. Another one I haven't seen, but I'm curious to see his performance.
Becoming a fine, upstanding human being, you have to do only what's necessary. Choose only what's necessary for that purpose.
Yep, melancholy. Another emotion he's good at, so good there. Let's see. Haruno Yanaguchi from High Score Girl. I have not seen this one either, so let's give a listen.
What's everyone looking at on the other side? There's a girl playing Street Fighter 2? No way! It's that girl from Year 6 Class 2! My class! Akira Ono!
So he was playing a kid in that. Oops, sorry. So, yeah, probably a bit role, but either way, he's even in bit roles he delivers. Let's see. This is a long one. The voice is Zero from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So, this is from the Mega Man series. I am not that familiar with other Mega Man franchises besides Network, so. Huh. Yeah, it fits. Oh, it fits.
Stop lecturing and show me what you got! I don't listen to lectures from losers.
Another character from Marvel, Avengers, and Ultimate Alliance, the role of Iron Fist. Now, this is more of the comic version rather than the Netflix one. Let's listen.
As much as I appreciate a timeless weapon like yours, I prefer an immortal one like mine!
Yep. Again, default voice Ichigo, but it fits. Huh. This is an interesting one. Robin from DC Super Friends. I can take a gander what this is gonna sound like.
Batman! It's the bat signal! But I guess you wouldn't know that. I was so busy being on the lookout.
Again, the main lead from Eureka 7. High pitched, more for comedy. It works. This is a fun one. Errol Hiragazawa. Again, if I mispronounced that, I'm sorry. From Cardcaptor Sakura, the movie 2, The Sealed Card. Now, I have not seen Cardcaptor in years. The dub mostly. I've never seen this movie, but I am very confident in this, so let's listen.
All the clue cards possess what can be defined as positive power. To put it in simple terms, the cards are always used to create something essentially.
Yep. Serious mythological characters. That's what he did there, and really good. Let's see. Chakuro from Children of the Whales. Another one I haven't seen. Let's take a listen.
It is said that people who send off the deceased should not cry. If you do, you would be called on by the many souls who lie at the bottom of the sand and would die early.
Really good. Really sweet. Very humble. I like that. Let's see. Aiden Field from Violet Evergarden. Oh boy, I have not finished Violet Evergarden because for those who have seen the series, oh lord, it is the gut punch. Now, again, I haven't seen the dub, so I haven't listened to this, so let's listen.
No! No! I don't want to die! I've got to make it out of here! For Maria!
Emotional, heartbreaking. Yeah, he always delivers on that. Let's see. Kai Ichinose from Forest of Piano. I remember seeing the first episode of this. I liked it, but alas, other shows have caught my attention, so hopefully I can finish this one day. Let's listen.
We're kids. We're not stupid. It's easy. You only need to hear it once to memorize it. Also, the piano in the forest isn't broken. That piano just so happens to be mine.
If only it was that easy to memorize a bit of piano and listen. But yeah, that was pretty good. That was fun. Yeah, this one. The dub voice of Furon from Dissidia Final Fantasy and World of Final Fantasy. Now, I have no idea about the earlier Final Fantasy games. Furon is the protagonist of 2, but I remember playing Dissidia a lot, and he fits the role very well. You know, basically characters that are determined and not wanting to give up. Again, Ichigo. He fits so well, and I remember really liking Furon. He was kind of like the big brother to most of the other protagonists in the game, so let's take a listen.
Wild roses. My dream is a world filled with wild roses. When the battle is over, I want to fill the world with flowers.
Shirase from Bungo Stray Dogs. Love Bungo Stray Dogs. Is so fun. The ensemble is great, but I haven't gotten this far into the anime yet, so I haven't listened to this, so... let's see.
Listen, Akira and Shogo were abducted by the Port Mafia. I say we pay them back right now. Let's attack their base and make those scrubs suffer. Just like we always do.
Like I said, cocky, arrogant, it's to a C, to a, not C, T. Let's see, Minasuki from B the Beginning. C, B, anyway. Again, I have not C B in the beginning, but I like the designs. I'm guessing methodical. Let's see if I'm right.
Sooner than I expected, so just leave that there. We're going to switch over to Plan B.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. I was right. Let's see. Derry Lawrence from Mobile Suit Gundam, Thunderbolt, Bandit Flower, and December Sky. Jeez Louise, that's a mouthful. Anyway, I haven't seen this one, so let's take a listen.
That's so kind of them. Natural honey is hard to come by these days. It'll be a nice treat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God. Performance not bad, but this one. Orca Itsuka from Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans. Now, I recently finished Orphans, so the wound is still raw in this one. But this became one of my favorite performances that I've heard of them recently. The way how he does Orga is so true, so genuine. He doesn't bullcrap for nothing. The heart, and that's what he does. He puts so much heart in his performance, and with Orga, he turns it up to 100. And for those who have seen Orphans, know why I'm speaking in a sad tone. So let's just listen to this.
It's almost time to leave for Saisei. Once we drink to pledge our loyalty to Teiwas at the Sakazuki ceremony, we'll be on equal footing with Naze.
So great. Let's see. Coon from Dot Hack. Another anime classic, which I have not seen. Again, I apologize if I have not seen most of these. I'm just judging from voice clips, which I know is not enough, but let's take a listen.
Do you understand now? Avatars amplify the dark side of our hearts. That is not something that can easily be overcome.
Not bad. Here's one I'm familiar with. Yukio Okumura from Blue Exorcist, the twin brother of our main lead Rin, whereas Rin is hot-headed and a man of action. Okumura Yukio is more methodical and a bit more patient, but that does not mean he doesn't get hot-headed also, which, yeah, like I said, either be, again, I am repeating myself, but he just fits these two types very well, either very arrogant and loud-spoken, or methodical and calm-headed, and for some reason with glasses, I've noticed. He does it very well.
I'm just worried, that's all. And not just me. Dad's worried too, and so is everyone else here. I mean, you're getting into fights every day, and you can't seem to hold down a part-time job for very long.
Yes, another character with glasses, Braz D. Blood from Blood Lad. A very underrated series, which, seriously, the manga has been finished for years. Why don't they pick up on it from the OVA they did? Anyway, Braz D. Blood, again, the brother of our main lead, Staz, but he's the older brother in this case, very devious and methodical, which another archetype he fits in, very devious. So when the methodical and devious get together, oh, he has fun, and I love it.
You have an incredible gift, and I'm going to help you by unlocking all of its potential. You may experience some pain, but it will stimulate the powers that lay dormant inside of you.
Ah, man. Oh, jeez. Again! For some reason, he gets devious characters with glasses, and this another one, Saruhiko Fushimi from K Project. Oh, Lord, this is another fun one. Again, calm, methodical one moment, and then crazy the next. And for those who are Yahweh fans, oh, the shipping with him and Yada, it's off the charts. Anyway, I love this performance. As you can tell by my face, I'm grinning beyond belief. Let's just get to it.
According to this video, the crime occurred on December 7th at 2345 on the Hirasaka building rooftop in the West Precinct.
Again, really fun. Let's see. Nate James from Yokai Watch. This is more of a kid's show, so again, more of a higher pitch. The design's really cute. Let's listen.
Because I think it's amazing you're working so hard to win Amy back. Jibanyan, I can tell you must love her very, very much.
Oh, they was so cute. Let's see. Next performance, Jonathan Joestar from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Ah, yes, the JoJo that started it all. I know for a lot of people in the franchise don't like Jonathan in comparison to his descendants, find him very so-so, but again, you gotta start somewhere, and from what I remember, he does like a British accent of sorts, which I can't believe I'm saying this. The accents in the first Butler dub sound a bit more convincing, but like I said, Bosch always delivers a lot of heart in his performances, and with Jonathan, it's no different. Let's listen.
It's been 7 years now since my father welcomed Dio into our home. 7 long years. I smile and treat him as a brother, but in my heart, nothing could be further from the truth.
I wish I could have given him better takes with that accent. Anyway, let's see. Next performance, Joshua Bright from The Legend of Heroes. I have no idea what this is. For those who have played it, is the game any good? But for now, let's listen to the performance.
No, we're not done yet. That's that then. Let's move out. You ready? Got it! Execute!
Again, all I hear is Ichigo, so not bad. Let's see. Guy Cecil from Tales of the Abyss. Again, I am not aware, have not seen this, but for those who have, is the series good? So for now, let's listen to the performance.
Who cares about names at this point? You could at least look happy to see me, after I went to the trouble of waiting here for you.
Pretty good. Let's see. Oh yeah, Emil Kastner from Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of the New World. Now, my husband is more familiar with the Tales series than I am. I remember I tried playing Symphonia, but I, alas, didn't have the patience at the time. But one day I would like to redeem myself, and from what little I remember, for like the first part of Emil, which is timid and quiet, he was good. But this is a picture as him when he's a little more crazy. But either way, let's listen.
Yes. What Tenebrae said is true. The only way left is for me to regain my power and to seal the door.
Very nice. Let's see. Next is another Tales, Cress Albane from Tales of Phantasma, the animation. I have not played Phantasma, but I have not seen the animation, but I'm curious to give it a listen.
Chester's been my best friend ever since the two of us were kids and they burned down our village because of me. He lost his home and his little sister.
Okay, here I am, fangirling again. Sanada Yukimura from the Sengoku Basara franchise, or as I like to call it, the franchise that Capcom is ignoring, particularly over here in the States. For those who have either played the games or seen the very first Sengoku Basara anime, my gosh, when it comes to hamminess, this is great. Like, literally, the character in the dub says, "Your Lordship," so much, and every time he does it, I remember I went to a panel about 10 years ago when he talked about this. The way how he says "Your Lordship," you can't help but snicker, and I wonder if many have tried to do a drinking game every time that happens. But the character is really fun. He's not the brightest bulb in the shed, but and that reflects in his play style, but the character is a lot of fun. Let's listen.
The Tiger's young cub have no intention of falling on this battlefield. Not while unfinished business still remains.
Yes. Let's see. Takaharu Takashi from Digimon Adventure Tri. One of the original Digidestined, but now he is in high school. So let's listen.
Nah, of course he didn't. He's just like Ty. They pretend they don't care, but we know what's going on. Look, I'll come next time, okay?
Not bad. I'm used to TK when he was a little kid, but high school voice not bad. Let's see. Next performance. Kota Fujiki from God Eater Burst and God Eater 2 Rage Burst. I have not played the God Eater games. I know one of my friends has been wanting us to play, but this character design looks fun, so let's give it a listen.
I guess that means it's up to us to handle all the personal relationships inside the branch. We got this. No.
Okay. Oh Lord, I'm gonna fangirl hard with this one. When it comes to devious characters, as much as I love Adachi and Saruhiko Fushimi, the one I feel that is the king of his performances in this regard is this next character, Izaya Orihara from the Durara series. This character is such a manipulative troll. He takes joy in how he reads human emotions and seeing people's reactions. He is such a jerk. But at the same time, he is so entertaining that you kind of ignore that. Oh my god, every line he says as this character is gold. Like, seriously, the dub of this series is where everyone fits perfectly, and Bosch fits this character like a glove, so let's listen.
Nothing really. I'm probably just being jealous since you boys are out there enjoying your youth and all. You see, I never had that kind of friendship myself. Just a pervert I can't ditch and a violent moron I hate. But never mind that.
Ah, yes, here's another classic of his, Sasori from Naruto Shippuden. Now, back to what I said about I went to a panel to at a convention 10 years ago, and the question I asked was how he did the voice of Sasori and how he enjoyed that. And I still remember the reaction I did. Oh my gosh, I was so happy. Like, seriously, it's one thing to hear the voice in the show, but to actually see them do the line as the character, I'm not gonna lie, it gave me the chills. And I just remember the people in the audience that I was with, they reacted like, wait, what? He did that? I'm like, yeah, why don't you do your homework so that way you have myriad of questions and not just ask him about Power Rangers, which he was in Power Rangers. But, oh, Sasori of the Red Sand. Then, very methodical, but when in the second half of his fight against Sakura and Shio, the crazy switch comes on and he delivers. So you get two sides of his performances here. Calm, methodical, and crazy beyond belief. And he does it absolutely great. With considering how chilling the character is and also heartbreaking, he does a great job. Let's listen.
Said the ability of a puppet master is measured by the number of puppets they can use. I'd expect no less from you, grandmother.
Classic. Let's see. Another one from Shippuden. Yagura Karatachi. Now, have to confession, I kind of fell off of Shippuden, the dub of it, a long time ago, so I never listened to Karakachi, but I'm curious to listen.
The will inside this Jinchuriki body of mine is aching to be set free.
Very nice. Ah, yes! This is one I learned about recently. Gemma Shirainui, one of the Jonin in charge of the tuning exams and general Jonin in general. Great performance.
Quit your fidgeting, you two. Stand up straight and present yourself proudly to the spectator.
His work in Naruto's so great. Let's see. Next performance, Nagate Tanakaze from Knights of Sidonia. I've tried watching Sidonia, but again, it's one of those anime CG ones where the characters look like out of a cutscene from PS2, and I couldn't get into it. But with characters like this, with Nagate, he does really well, so let's listen.
It's the same as what I saw in the virtual training consoles. They included a residential area combat setting.
Very good. Let's see. Next performance. Itsuki Komozumi from The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. Ah, yes, this is another classic. I have not seen Suzumiya. I know many of you are complaining blasphemy, but it's just, again, it's really hard watching comedy high school shows because, again, there's so many of them, so you can't tell what is good or what is okay, but I want to listen to this.
It's clear that Miss Suzumiya doesn't care about certain details like plot or foreshadowing, and I doubt that she's even come up with a proper ending for the film yet. Who knows, the movie might end unfinished.
So basically, from what I can tell, he plays the straight man of the bunch. Anyway, this is a special one. Vash the Stampede from Trigun. Fun fact about this one, Vash was the first character he ever played. So in other words, this is the character that kickstarted his career after Power Rangers. And I recently finished watching the dub of the original series with my husband, and I can tell just from listening to it that he has come a very long way since the Stampede. He is so great in this. You can tell in like the earlier episodes that he's finding his footing, but as the series goes on, he gets better, and the rest is history. Now, for Stampede, for the reimagine of the series, he comes back, and honestly, I find it fitting that he came back for its full circle to show the audience again why he was picked for the character. Let's listen to the one that started it all.
I work here now. I'm Mr. Cliff's hired bodyguard, and I'm his exclusive ace gunman. Hey, is that for me? How nice! Oh, you shouldn't have!
Very nice. Here's another one. Rasui from Gurren Lagann. We're going to talk about Trigger again. Gurren Lagann, one of their absolute best series, and not gonna lie, I did not like this character at first. You know, very stick in the mud, very stuck in his ways because of the village that he was raised, but thankfully, as the show went on, his character becomes a lot better.
With Lord Genome's defeat, humanity was free to come up to the surface and thrive. What are Logon, the core drill, and spiral power?
Very nice. Let's see. Toji Suzuhara from Neon Genesis Evangelion, the dub from Netflix. Again, I'm gonna be called blasphemer. I have not seen the original Genesis Evangelion because of people saying it's not that because of the character of Shinji, how he's whiny and obnoxious. But again, I probably would not have liked it as back in middle school. But now as an adult and gone through life, I may enjoy it. And did not know he did a dub of the original series for Netflix. So let's listen.
My little sister got buried under the rubble. She's alive, but she's in the hospital. My old man and my uncle are at their labs all the time, and they can't tear themselves away from their work.
Interesting. Not bad. Let's see. Character's name is Tak from Omega Quintet. Do not know what this is. Did not know it existed, but let's give this character a listen.
At least try to pretend otherwise. Jeez, I only brought you because you kept pestering me to. At least come up with an investigative motive.
Okay, that was fun. Again, he does the voice of the lead of Aruka 7. I'm sorry if I can't remember the character's name at the moment. It's been so long since I've seen the dub of that. But let's take a listen to this. Jin Kun from Mortal Kombat X. And it's kind of a shame they didn't bring him back for the other games because from what I have seen videos of, he does a good job as Jin.
Look, you can arrest us, even kill us. But if we're telling the truth, you probably get a pay cut. Or worse.
Oh god. Oh, this series. Let's see. The next character, Titus Alexis from Magi Kingdom of Magic, which is season 2 of Magi. I did not like Titus at first. I found him to be the obnoxious pretty boy who bullied our poor little Aladdin because he thought he was better. But thankfully, the character takes an interesting turn, and what they do with him is really good. On a tangent, Magi is a phenomenal series. How it adapts the Arabian Nights, its characters is great. The world is amazing. Granted, the ending was a little rushed, but was still good. For the love of sanity, give this season 3. Give Magi a season 3. It has been done for years. The manga, good lord, give the isekai genre a break. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. On with the other performances.
Aladdin, because it amuses me, I'm going to honor you with friendship. You and I are cut from the same cloth. That's a very special thing.
Oh, yep. Boastful pretty boy. Witty. Let's see. Next performance, Koji Shinikawa from Sword Art Online Season 2. I have not watched Sword Online Season 2 because of Oberon. I'm honestly not gonna lie, that character alone has made me a scary cat to even watch that season, but hopefully one day I can muster the courage. But for now, let's listen to Koji.
Hey, congrats. You were so awesome, Asada. I mean, Sinon. You did it. You're the best gunner in GGO now.
Ah, finally! Renton Thurston. That is the name of the main lead in Erica 7. This was after he did Vash, so this is still him doing the high register voice, which, from what we've heard all throughout the video, he does very well. Renton's development is really good. It is believable. And he does come off whiny in the early parts of the show, but again, as the show progresses, he develops, and just overall a great performance.
I said I don't know what's going on, alright? Oh, jeez. I wouldn't be having so many problems if I did.
Hurt my ears a bit because the clip he shouted, but okay, good. Let's see. Shin Kamikaze from the Awakened Fate Ultimatum. Haven't heard it. I don't know if this was a thing. Looks like a game. Those who have played it, tell me if it's good. Let's listen.
Where am I? What am I doing in a place like this? Huh? A girl? Why would she come to this kind of place?
Interesting. Not good. Let's see. Masakata Takayanagangi from Tenjo Tenge. I have no idea what this is, and for those who have seen it, if it's good, again, with anything I've not seen, let's give it a listen.
Well, there's no arguing that our club is the weakest martial arts club on campus. So it only goes without saying that the more strong people we have in the Jukin Club, the better.
Interesting. Let's see. Oh, this is a classic anime. Nobita Nobi from the Doraemon 2005 and Stand By Me Doraemon. Now, a little bit of a history. Doraemon is kind of like Japan's version of Mickey Mouse. It's like this mascot that is like been around since, like, I think the 60s and 50s, so it's a very iconic character over there in Japan. I've not seen anything by Doraemon, but I would like to. But let's give this character a listen.
My uncle's money combined with the other cash I've saved comes to a whopping grand total of a whole $10.30.
It was so cute. Really sweet. Let's see. Next performance. Takaki Tono from 5 centimeters per second. Looks like a melancholy series, so interesting.
We were both still small and sickly. We liked being in the library more than on the playground. It was only natural the two of us would become friends.
I can tell just by the music that it would make me cry, so let's see. Yong Bosch Angsty with Melancholy series. Good. Let's see. Another classic series. Yusaku Kimamura from Toradora. I have not seen this one, but I've heard it's a classic, so let's listen.
This is Ami Kawashima. She used to live in my neighborhood. We grew up together and have been friends since we were kids.
Not too bad. Again, he does the voice of Ichigo. Whenever he's not in like leading roles and like supporting, he kind of leans to that, but he does it so well, I don't care. Let's see another character. I love the design of this already. Ruto from Mugen Souls. Uh, looks like the people who's done the Desaiga series, so let's listen.
Just what we need to hear from Our Lady Shushu! How can I help? Please, command me!
Sounds fun. Let's see. Crace Selwell from Minima Ire Chronicle. Looks like a very unknown RPG just by the design, so let's listen. Again, I've never mown most of these titles, so
Yes, there's your damn buy-in, jackass. Not so confident now, are ya? Read 'em and weep, boys.
yep, very good. I'm sorry if I'm kind of speechless. For a lot of these I don't know. I just go by the vocal performance, so that was basically him doing Ichigo, so good. Let's see, next performance, Yujichi Tarahara from Paranoia Agent. A young kid, so I have a gander of what vocal performance we're gonna see.
Ichi? Because I'm Ichiban, #1 at everything. My grades are the best. I'm great in sports as well.
Young and sweet, but also kind of a jerk. Let's see, next character. Iwin selected, let's see, this is a long title. Altair, Ishina, and Lagi, Alchemist of the Dusk Sky. Oh, sweet mercy, that is a mouthful. This looks like another RPG. Those are always fun, so let's listen.
It really wasn't all that much. Besides, I'm basking in the glory right now. Many engineers spend their entire lives dreaming of the chance to create a machine like this.
That sounded like fun. Here's another one from the Altair franchise. Iskyle John from Altair Tori and Altair Roranoa. Let's listen.
The most popular restaurant and workshop are gonna combine their powers. This is gonna be awesome! Alright, let's get moving. Hey kid, can I get your help?
I love the music on that one, but really good. Let's see. Guran Nash from Tenkai Knights. Oh, sweet jeez, the red hair on that. That's aggressive. Anyway, another kid show, kind of like Bakugan or something. Let's listen.
Anyway, you probably gotta get going. You've got a piano lesson, remember? You don't want to keep Beethoven waiting.
I don't know how he does it, and I don't know if he can still do it after all these years, but whenever he does like kid roles like that, where he goes up the higher octave, it sounds really convincing. It doesn't seem awkward like it is with some actors. Yeah, here's another fun, devious, evil character, Ryunosuke Uru from Fate Zero. Fate Zero of the Fate series. It is a gut punch of a series. And Ryunosuke is probably among the most evil masters in the entire series. For those who know, why I am not going to say because I don't want my video demonetized, but let's just say he is a serial killer and his victims are of the most innocent. And he gets paired up with Castor, who is the most insane of that series, and yeah, they make a nasty duo. But again, his performance is great. Again, whenever he does evil or devious, in this case being evil, he shines. So let's listen.
A world filled with so many wondrous and amazing things like this could never have happened simply by chance. If you set your mind to enjoying it, there's no better entertainment than this unbelievable world!
Oh boy, yeah, evil as evil be. And finally, I've been mentioning this character throughout this entire spiel. The first character that I listened to as a kid, Ichigo Kurosaki from Bleach. Bleach, Bleach, Bleach. It's one of my favorite shonens. Yes, the final arc is very messy, but thankfully, the new anime, which Bosch comes back as Ichigo, is fixing it up. His performance as Ichigo is very good. Everything that I love about him is there. The angst, the heart, the drive. He delivered Ichigo all of that in the original, and he did great. And I'm happy that after all these years, 20 years since the original show ended with Thousand, the Blood War, he's still got it. And now let's listen as to why.
What's all this casual analysis of my powers? You said talk was useless, but now here you are taking it easy on me. I thought you were gonna kill me. Didn't you say you intended to cut me down?
Ah, gives me the chills. Let's see, next performance, Toradon Kadra from Star Wars The Old Republic. Now, my brother would be more acknowledgeable of this because he played more Old Republic than I did, but from what I can tell, he's an NPC. But even then, with most of the characters I've seen, even when he does bit parts or NPCs in games, he delivers with such panache. So let's listen.
I get it. The sire of the brood. No one's seen it, but it's there. You can feel its heartbeat in the walls.
Ah, not bad. Ah, here's a fun one. The Bumblebee from Transformers War for Cybertron, the very first came. This is before Bumblebee's voice goes away. Kind of like my voice now because I've been talking a lot for the video, but for the sake of this actor, I will keep going. So yeah, I played a little of War for Cybertron, and from what I remember, he does a really good job as Bumblebee. Like Bumblebee, in a lot of variations of Transformers, he's supposed to be the youngest of the Autobots, and he delivers that aspect of the character very well.
The Decepticons control the airwaves. The only secure way to communicate is by messenger. I volunteered. Name's Bumblebee.
So good. Let's see. Uh, Next performance, Shinjiro Taga from Sakura Wars So Long, My Love. Cute boy. Yeah, so I have an idea of what he's gonna do.
Mother, here I am, in the imperial capital of Tokyo. And tomorrow, my new life in the city will finally begin.
Pretty good, very sweet, very charming. Let's see, next character, Seto from Fragile Dreams, Farewell Ruins of the Moon. Huh, looks like a visual novel or RPG, so let's listen.
At the very end of a summer that was all too short, the old man I was living with passed away. Even after all the years we spent together, I never knew his name.
Mm-hmm. Another melancholy one, but very, very good. So let's see. Next character, Juto from Magna Carta 2. I have never heard of the Magnum Carta series. I'm curious to see if it's any good, so let's listen to this performance.
Then why didn't you offer yourself as the sacrifice instead? If you are Strauss, then shouldn't you be the true Magna Carta?
Here's another classic, Daisuke Ono from Lucky Star. And Lucky Star is another classic that I have not seen. I know. Shame on me. But this seems like a really fun one. From what I remember, Lucky Star is very campy and over the top, so this allows him to be a little bit more on the fun side, so let's listen.
And I'm her assistant, Daisuke Ono, at your service. Ooh, I wonder where our intrepid adventurer Shiroishi-kun is right about now.
Yeah, really fun. Let's see. Next performance, Yuji, aka Saku Sakurai from Beck Mongolian Chop Squad. I no idea of the series, so let's just listen.
Man, you really disappoint me, you know that? I've been a huge fan of your father's music my whole life.
Not too bad. Again, it's really hard to judge him when he does bit characters because I don't want to repeat myself, so that's all I have to say. Pretty good. Let's see next character, Ragnuda from Rune Factory Frontier. Another RPG I never heard of, but let's listen.
Oh no, I should be thanking you for joining me. I had a great time with you.
Another fun young kid voice. Oh, the art on this one's fun. Let's see. Ulfson from Eternal Poison. Looks like Castlevania a little bit. Let's see.
Besides, His Majesty petitioned the entire kingdom for help. As a proud Valdian, aren't I obliged?
Very interesting. Ah, here's another one that most people would recognize. And this is a mouthful of a name. Almes von Aldamante Adamant from the Saga 3 Aspens of Justice. Oh, man, that is a mouthful. Again, I have not gotten into the Saga series because from what I've heard, it's the ultimate version of grind, but I've seen clips of Almes and he sounds like a fun character.
You can threaten me all you want. I'm not scared. I just don't want to see your heart in pain anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I want to play it now. Anyway, next performance. Fugue from Eternal Santa. Huh. Another devious character, and technically it is a monocle, but again, something with classes.
I was only taking a break from a hard day's work by playing with this dim-witted creature. That's all. Playing like this.
Interesting. Oh, sweet jeez. Let's see. Next character, Mr. Bo Jiggler from, Bo. I have heard of this series. I've heard it is a classic. And from what little I have seen, it is. For those who know Pinkie Pie from Friendship is Magic, you know how chaotic and nonsensical she is? That is this show in a nutshell from what I've seen. So let's hear.
In the Fighting Smiting Super Fist, you must answer 6 questions!
And if your answers lead to peace, you'll win this neato peace pin. And it's not available in stores, you know.
Oh, man. Whenever they do comedy, voice actors go ham, and when they do it well, they do it well. Let's see. Next character, we're almost done with the video. Yuki from Grandina 3. Another RPG. Man, oh man, he just has the voice for RPG leads.
Dragon of Life! Let me your power! Dragon Slash!
Very nice. Ah, here's another one that most probably have heard, but haven't watched because the style of it's weird. Albert de Morcerf from Gonkusto, the Count of Monte Cristo. Now, from what I've seen, it's like a sci-fi version of the Count of Monte Cristo. Now, I've read this book. It is a great book, but a very long read, and from what I remember, the lead Albert is not a bad one, and yeah, Johnny Young Bosch is good with protagonists. He has like the quintessential protagonist voice that I've discovered throughout this video. So let's listen.
I'm talking about you, Genie. We were chosen for each other by our parents. I've never experienced the same kind of intense love like the main character of that opera.
Very nice. Ah, here's one. Lou John from the 2003 Full Metal Alchemist. From what I can tell, it's a bit part, so let's listen.
I can't! I just can't get my head around it! I don't understand!
Not bad. Again, bit parts, he does very, very good. Again, I can't really judge his bit parts because I haven't seen most of these animes, so that's why I say good and not bad. Let's see. Next performance, Klaus Valka from Last Exile. This is another one I've heard is being very good, so let's listen.
I got rid of 30 ounces by drilling holes in the frame. Hey, you know, this is pretty good, Lavi. I think we can put a few more holes in the cockpit and that'll bring it to around 40 ounces.
And with that, we've reached the end of the voices, at least in this video, that he has done. Final thoughts. I have loved this actor ever since I was in middle school when I discovered Naruto and Bleach. He is one of the best. I feel like he is in my top 10. Keep doing what you do, Johnny Young Bosch, for many more years to come. And I'm going to end with a fun fact. He also is the leader of the voice of the band called I Shine, which type in him and the band of that name and you'll find something fun. We have reached the end of this voice actor blog, and I really want to do more of these, especially those in Japan, because those guys really, really nail it. I am Panda Hat, even though I don't have it right now, reviewer of this, here, and that, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!